Yeah, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro. We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Alright, team. Today we're going over a Dejounte Murray interview. As you know, Spurs played the Pelicans last night and we scraped away with the win. I didn't like the closing quarter where they let the Pelicans go on a 13-0 run in the last 5 minutes. But Wemby ended up saving the day, hit a deep clutch three, and the Spurs scrape away with the W. This game was a little weird. We saw 4 players get injured all in one quarter or in the first half. You had Zach Collins take that hard fall, prayers up for Zach Collins, because that injury was pretty dangerous. You know, he fell from high up, he got his legs swept out from under him. You also had Keldon Johnson, a non-contact injury, kind of looked like a calf strain. At first I thought it was just like a cramp, but it turns out it's a little bit more than that. Wemby, he took a hard fall and he had to go back to the locker room. He ended up coming back, but we didn't know if he was going to come back or not. And then Stephon Castle kind of took a hit in the shoulder. It was similar to Trey Jones, but it was a little different. Castle was actually able to come back into the game and actually finish it off, which is good for us because he had a monster game. He had 20 piece. I believe it was along the lines of 20 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Yeah, 25 and 4 on 53% shooting, and Wemby also had a nice stat line. Shout out to the Hoop Central for the post. But for while we're here, as you can see, Gladius hooked us up in the Spurs Spotlight Discord. Y'all could join that link in the comments. He said Dejounte Murray praises CP3 and Mitch Johnson, and this is the post-game interview, so that's what we're going to jump into and see what Dejounte has to say. Original link to the video is going to be in the description. Without wasting too much time, let's hop straight into it.
What's up? How you doing? You good?
Yeah,
Oh my God, all is well.
Well, I know you and Mitch go way back. And what's it like to, think about that young guy you first met, and to see the opportunity that he's been given now? What's that like for you to see from the?
I mean, I'm happy for him. I try to, especially tonight. I mean, when I'm not playing, I could be in fan mode, just watching them. Shooting them texts here and there, calling them. But even tonight is just to know how far he came first, and then obviously us. But just to see him, I'm not surprised. And everybody around the Spurs organization would tell you they're not surprised. His knowledge is one of the best. He was a point guard.
I did not know this about Mitch Johnson, but him and Dejounte Murray are actually close. I love him or I hate him. Me personally, I like Dejounte. If you've been here from the beginning of the channel, like the very beginning, you would know that I have a Dejounte Murray poster up here. Let me see if I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to show it right here. Even all the stuff like when Dejounte was leaving San Antonio, he went on Instagram and said a whole bunch of stuff. He went on that podcast. So I understand why Spurs fans wouldn't like him. I didn't like that either. But just him as a Spur, like his time here, I feel at heart he's really a Spur, and just the moments he gave us. He made an all-star game. We didn't have that at that time. Before we had Wemby and everything, we had Dejounte Murray, so I'm forever grateful for Dejounte, and shout out to him. But Dejounte was talking about Mitch Johnson, and I actually didn't know this. I believe Gladius sent it on the Spurs Spotlight Discord or somewhere on Twitter. I saw that Dejounte posted this picture. Call me a casual, but I did not know that Mitch Johnson and Dejounte were this close. So we know that they have a close bond, and let's see what else he has to say.
So he understands the game at a really high level. He's willing to learn, willing to put the work in. He worked and worked and worked, and like I said, I'm not surprised. He's only going to continue to go upwards from here, and I could just see the guys respect him and love him. Even when I was here, but even from afar now, just knowing the great things I hear, which, like I said, I'm not surprised. He's a high character guy, and he lights up any room he goes in, so I just hope he continue to take it all in and continue to do what got him where he's at.
I wonder what their relationship is or how they came about each other. Because obviously they're close. If they have a picture from way back in, what is this? This was before he was at Washington. It's been a long time.
Into words what he's meant to you in your life, both on and off the court, your development.
He means the world to me, the world to me. A lot of people don't understand. I try to keep, my story, my life, away from the internet, the social media, however you want to put it, as much as I can, just so I can heal from it. And, there's a time and a place for things. But, that guy, I owe him just so much. Because I was in a tough place in my life around 15 when I was trying to change my life. And, he came and got me, and just everything from the knowledge, to teaching discipline, right from wrong, and building the AAU team for me. He was behind all of that.
Wow, that's crazy. He built an AAU team for Dejounte. So I think that's where this picture comes from. And this is why I like Dejounte. Just his whole story and everything. It's kind of private. I don't know all the specific details, and I don't need to. But I like his grittiness. He's a hard worker from just his time that I've seen on the Spurs. He was always in the practice facility putting in that work. His whole story leading up to his All-Star year was just cinema, So I'm always going to be a Dejounte fan.
Really getting my life on track, Like I said, I was in a tough time, and he just, came, and the rest is history. So, he means the world to me.
What would you say is the best piece of advice he's ever given you?
The best piece of advice? Just be a great person. Because we never talked about going to the NBA. I think for me, it was getting me out of the streets and, trying to do the right things and just seeing where that would take me. It was never about, you're going to make millions of dollars and be this guy in the NBA. It was step by step, let's get on track with school, get out of the streets, get on track with school. And then, you love basketball, but there's a way we could do it where you work hard and you're just around, positive people. And like I said, he's the guy. I'm happy for him. I love him, and I wish him nothing but success.
Man, I miss Dejounte, and don't get me wrong. Don't take it the wrong way. I love what we have now. I would not trade Wemby, Sohan, none of those guys for anything. I don't even want Dejounte back on the team. I think the ship has sailed. But I just missed that time period where Dejounte was just going out there and just hooping. The whole All-Star year, we're pushing for him to be an All-Star. He didn't make it, and then he breaks through with I'm not sure. I think it was an injury reserve or whatever. But either way, he got it. Watching the All-Star game with Dejounte Murray in it as a Spurs fan, amazing.
What are those challenges of just exerting that much energy to try to climb back? I mean, it's the NBA.
Yeah, it's tough against great teams. When you dig yourself in a hole, you keep fighting, and I think we showed that. I think we controlled the first quarter, but after that, they kind of controlled the game. They got Chris Paul over there, and not only Chris Paul, like I said, I was just talking about Mitch Johnson. He's seen it all, been through it all.
He said we don't only got CP, but we got Mitch Johnson. What did Ant say? But we got Jaden McDaniels. Yeah, they got Dejounte Murray over there, but we got Mitch Johnson. Shout out.
They was able to, slow down and, get what they want, get stops. I think, that was a big thing for them tonight, transition. And we just couldn't, get back on track. I think we fought, though. We put ourselves, in a situation to win the game.
They definitely fought. I'll give them that. I thought they had it until Wemby bailed us out. I thought we were going to give it up. It was fun to watch you hoop again. I was glad to watch him Dejounte Murray hoops, even though he didn't play very well. I think he shot 6 for 20, so that was good defense on the Spurs part. Speaking of Spurs defense, we also got a Dejounte Murray, Steph Castle shout out. I don't know if they know each other or they've had conversations or anything. It seems like they have, because Dejounte Murray posted, "You are going to be great, dog," and added him, "Never stop working and being a great person, 5." And this is the part of Dejounte Murray that I like. He's just showing real love. Some people being in this position, even Castle has his number 5 now. They would be salty about it, but Dejounte doesn't even come off like that. He just comes off as a real one, and he wants to see love for the Spurs, even though he said we were going to be losing 15 years. I'm sorry, I had to throw that one in there because that was kind of crazy what he said. But other than that, love Dejounte, and glad to see he has love for the boy Stephon Castle. And then last post right here, a star in the making, work for this MJ. But yeah, if y'all know any more specifics about their relationship, go ahead and leave them down below in the comments, because I'm not going to lie, I don't know. I didn't even know that they were this close until Dejounte came out with this post game and the Instagram post. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. We're actually going to drop another video. Y'all stay tuned because it's a banger. With that being said, y'all be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to Spurs Spotlight. Until then, it's me, your boy Chris, and I'm out. Peace.